Hello everyone, my name is Zoe and I'm an artist here on YouTube. Welcome to the video. Today I am trying out the STABILO Woody 3-in-1 pencils. Now I've not been sent these like I have been done previous products, but yeah, I bought these myself. I just wanted to try them out because I've seen them online, there's a lot of hype around them, and I wanted to see what they're like for myself. So full disclosure, I'm not the biggest fan of STABILO. I think that stationery brands should stick to making stationery and leave art supplies to the experts. But that's just my opinion. I'm certainly going to give these a good go and see how I get on with them. And try and I did try not to pass judgment on them too much before I started. And I'll be honest, I was pleasantly surprised. They were better than I thought they were going to be. Not perfect by a long shot. And I do believe there's better products out there that do the same thing. But yeah, so there may be a few negative points. In fact, there are a few negative points about these that I want to talk about, and I'm going to get those out the way first. So firstly, the price. They're very overpriced. Okay, these are billed as a child art supply, and they're £20 for 10 pencils and a pencil sharpener, which I think, I mean, who in their right mind is going to pay that for a toddler? If you do, you've got more money than I've certainly got. And yeah, so they're overpriced. I didn't pay full price for them. They were on offer at £15. That was Amazon. I don't think they're worth any more than £8 to £10, and that's a reach. So I think, yeah, for me, this product is very overpriced. I do have a similar products that I'm going to talk about, which are even more expensive, and I think you get less of them, but they are far superior. But I'll come back to that later. The next thing that struck me was opening the packet. They are lead or sharp point up, so you have to touch the lead to get them out. They were incredibly sticky, and I have sensory issues like a lot of people do, so just be aware if you do that they don't feel very nice if you touch them with your finger. Similar to an oil pastel, but not similar, or like an oil pastel but slimier. It wasn't a great experience for me, so just be aware. Maybe open the packet from the bottom and you'll get rid of that issue. The next problem for me was that they do not mix very well to make new colours. I've done this technique here with 3 colours quite a lot, and I've always had relatively good results. Yuck. Not good. I will just use them for their colours. I'm not going to try and mix new colours. You can blend them. I did 2 blends as well. So I did like an ombre dry and an ombre wet. I think the dry ombre looks better. So yeah, yeah, that's my opinion on that. But yeah, a lot of things I didn't like. I promise the last negative thing I will say about them really is that pencil sharpener. I was really annoyed because I wanted to sharpen them into a point, and you can't do that. That pencil sharpener sharpens them so they look like they do, as you can see in this picture, blunt. It doesn't give you a sharp point. That's obviously by design. I didn't like it. I wanted to sharpen them so I could do finer detail, and you can't do that. Which is very annoying, and you can't even use another pencil sharpener to do that because they are the fattest pencil I've ever seen in my life, and they will not fit in another pencil sharpener. That is why they give you one. But that said, okay, I'm going to stop complaining. They were surprisingly fun to use. I think I think they're better used dry than wet. I don't particularly like the texture they leave behind if you water them down to use them like a watercolour. I think it's fine for a base layer, but they leave kind of like this strange grainy texture on this paper at least, and I wasn't into that. But if you're layering on top of it and you're not going to see that so much, then that's not so much of a problem. I guess it just depends on how you plan to use them. The colours are really, really vibrant. What I did notice, which I wasn't expecting, was them to lose, not by much, but lose some of their vibrancy when they are watered down. Normally these products get more vibrant, but normally these products, what I'm actually referring to is like Inktense by Derwent, or like watercolor pencils. They're always very desaturated looking when you use them dry, and then when you water them down they increase in vibrancy, whereas these were the other way round. They're a lot more vibrant dry, but they don't lose a lot of vibrancy. It's a little bit, it's not a huge amount, so it's not something that would deter me from using them. So I definitely think I'm going to use them again, but I don't think I would buy them again. Once they're gone, they're going to be gone, because I'm a really, really big fan of Caran d'Ache Neocolor 2s. They are a wax crayon that is water soluble. They look more like a Crayola crayon than these that look like a pencil. They've made these in pen. It's only in the form, but basically they're both crayons. They do the same thing. I think the Caran d'Ache ones are a lot better. They are more expensive, so I would expect that. They don't lose vibrancy when they're wet. They don't leave a horrible texture. They layer a lot better. They feel nicer on your skin if you touch them. And they fit in a normal pencil sharpener, so you can sharpen them to a point and watch that money sharpen away as you sharpen half of your crayon. But if you really wanted to, you can, and I have done. Begrudgingly, I have done. And yeah, I mean, if you want to see me do a comparison between these and the Neocolors, I'm more than happy to do that. Leave a comment below. If I get enough comments saying that you would like to see a comparison video between the two, I will do that. Might do it anyway, but definitely a bit of encouragement, and I'll put it on my list of things to try. But yeah, so a bit of a moany video, but I did like the product. Just it was a surprise. I liked it more than I thought I would, but there are things I don't like, and I'm going to stop going on about it. So yeah, just I'll leave you to the video now, before I start going on and on about the negatives again. I don't want to do that. I've said my part. I don't want to leave it. I'm not a moany person. I just want to be honest with you guys, and I'm not going to sit here and sing the praises of a product where I've found fault with, and I'll find fault with most products, and I'll tell you, but I did find quite a lot of things I didn't like, and I do think there's better products out there. But fun, yeah, enjoy the video, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.